conventional tourism that is unregulated poses a threat to many natural regions worldwide. It can put a strain on water supplies, pushing residents to compete for access to scarce resources. It can put a lot of strain on an area, resulting in soil erosion, increased pollution, discharges into the sea, loss of natural habitat, more significant pressures on endangered species, and increased vulnerability to forest fires. Tourism in Turkey has been fostered without considering the conservation and sustainable use of natural and cultural resources. Land use change is responsible for the vast majority of the negative environmental consequences of tourism on natural resource availability. The utilization and conversion of forest areas are critical to tourism growth, according to the World Tourism Organization.
It is one of the largest issues or problems facing the world's land usage. It is the removal of the trees in the forest for human use that allows for the construction of buildings on the land and harvesting of trees for the wood products. The rapid expansion of mass tourism has resulted in a wide range of environmental and socio-cultural issues in countries worldwide. One of the essential characteristics of a mass tourism is utilization and conversion of vast tracts of natural land into developed tourist-related infrastructure. On the other hand, forests can provide the natural capital and raw materials for the tourism. Lastly, the creation and execution of policy objectives geared toward nature conservation. It should be considered crucial for all interactions between the natural environment and tourism.
There are four effects in tourism development. Initially, risking of our own quality of life. As we all know, deforestation can lead to risking of our own quality of life. The concept of quality of life is implicit in much of the academic literature and tourism impacts. According to Constanta, tourism can increase quality of life, which is carried out in various forms: rest, relaxation, recreation, maintenance of tone, knowledge development, and sense of taste for beauty, aesthetic feelings, cultivate, etc. If 10 years from now we start to lose some of our greatest tourist destinations because of deforestation, it could affect our own quality of life. Second is decrease of tourist rate due to forest loss. I will give a positive example for this one, such as using tourism as an alternative and sustainable economic activity for the Amazon rainforest. If, on the other hand, deforestation occurs in Amazon, it will lead to decrease of tourist rate. Fortunately, tourism can act as a monitoring tool for the quality of the environment. Tourism can help manage protected areas through increased unit revenue, such as entrance fees or a percentage of related activities. Third, climate change and its effect on tourism industry. Deforestation can lead to climate change, thus will also put the tourism industry at risk. Seaside tourism likely to suffer, such as beach erosion, higher sea levels, great damage from sea urges and storms, and reduced water supply. In mountain regions, it seems very probable that ultimately demand for winter sports will diminish. Summer seasons, meanwhile, could lengthen and generate increased demand, although this could bring further negative environmental consequences. Last but not the least is the lack of natural resources to build shelter or infrastructure. As we all know, tourism infrastructure is important, such as forest lodges, tented accommodation, tourist lodges, wayside amenities, restaurant, etc. The loss of natural resources can lead to issue in creating new infrastructures or maintain tourism infrastructures for better development.
Increased construction of tourism and recreational facilities has increased the pressure on these resources and scenic landscapes. Direct impact on resources, both renewable and non-renewable, in the provision of tourist facilities can be caused by the use of land for accommodation and other infrastructure provision and the use of buildings materials. Forests often suffer negative impacts of tourism in the form of deforestation caused by the fuel wood collection and land clearing. For example, one trekking tourist in Nepal and the area already suffering and effects of deforestation can be used for 4 to 5 kilograms of wood a day.
So how can we stop deforestation? Here's a broader perspective so it would also help the growth of the tourism industry. Initially, people must prevent the illegal logging of old growth forests because they do have significant economic, social, and environmental value as tourism resources. Instead, they can just be used as a tourist attraction to promote our country's tourism industry. Second, protecting forested areas by creating laws and policies that ensure forests are kept protected and restored and betting on land practices such as wildfire corridors. Last but not least is educating local communities and tourists about the need to protect forests and develop and enroll in ecotourism